This made us both smile because, in point of fact, it was Mother who was the more determined of the two. But she said at once, "Odd you should say that. It was his favorite joke when we were engaged. As his name was Will, he used to say to me, 'Now you can never say you haven't got a will of your own.' To tell the truth," she added, looking back critically over 60 years, "he made the joke rather too often. I got a bit tired of it." After Mother herself passed over, 2 years later, she came easily and frequently to speak to us through Estelle, bringing people and proofs too numerous to detail here. She even brought our favorite cat, saying, according to Estelle, "I've brought Iggie with me." "Iggie?" repeated Estelle. "What a queer name, but I'm sure that's what she's saying. She says, that wasn't his real name, but it was what we called him." We explained that this was our cat Igor, who was always called Iggie, and Estelle said, yes, she has a big cat with her. She says, "Look at his tail. It's beautiful." This was so much Mother having the last word that we both laughed. In his last years Iggie's lovely tail grew rather thin, but Mother never would allow anyone to say so. She used to declare indignantly, and quite incorrectly, "Nonsense. It's a beautiful tail." Fascinating though it is to every sitter to receive family names, sometimes less familiar names can provide even more striking proof. Once Estelle said to us, "A woman is pushing her way through to the front, saying, 'I am Nora Potts.' We hardly had time to gasp out that this was Louise's music teacher when we were little girls, back in Northumberland during the First World War, when Estelle added, 'She is saying, I am not alone. I've brought Miss Swan with me.' And she was Ida's music teacher, the interesting distinction being that although we later knew Miss Potts well enough to call her Nora, Miss Swan remained forever Miss Swan. There is," continued Estelle, "a mark also belonging to this group, connected with the last lady. Miss Swan's brother was called Mark." Our interest in music, particularly opera, has brought many fascinating personalities to demonstrate their personal survival through Estelle, who would herself be the first to admit that she knows very little about the musical world. On one exciting occasion she sighed and said, "Oh, here's another of those foreign names coming up. A man, speaking in a very deep voice, from a long way back, I think. It sounds something like, Laplace, Laplace." With unhesitating delight we greeted the greatest bass singer of the 19th century, Luigi Laploche.